Shyam, a very special day for you today. Pranav won the Chennai Grandmasters Challengers,
Right,
and Ilam Parthi became the national sub juniors champion. So, two of your
right.
students winning two important events.
Yeah, it's a big day and memorable day for me because this is Pranav's big tournament in terms of his first round robin, and I'm also happy for his for Ilam also for winning national sub juniors. Like he was a top seed, but not always top seeds win the event, no. So I'm glad that he also won, and I'm very super happy that this both achievements happened the same day. So I'm just super elated and super happy for my boys.
You were here throughout the event for Pranav, and you were staying in the same room as him.
Right.
Uh, must have been a very, very tough event for you guys overall, right?
Right. Yeah. Yes. Because okay, I've been working with Pranav. I think since February March this year. So it's like nearly 9 to 10 months. But we have been working since then. We have been almost talking on daily basis, like different kinds of chess, what kind of openings. If any interesting ideas comes, I will share with him. He will share with me. It's almost on daily basis. It's like more than teacher and students, like friendly, which is what I always do with most of my students. And I have never stayed with him in an event. Like he comes to the academy, that's a different thing. So I just thought, luckily since the event is in Chennai, so since I am also in Chennai, I thought, okay, let this be the best opportunity, to work with him. So the point is, when I came here, winning this tournament is of course a priority. But my another point is that if I work with him, I'll kind of form some kind of some kind of work schedule, some kind of routine, or some kind of openings which you work here. Luckily, it worked here. But my initial thought process was, if it doesn't work here, it might work in his future events like Qatar Open, World Rapid Plates, or even some other tournaments. So that was my initial priority, initial thought process, and that's how I came here. But after coming here, I also had some kind of pressure, like because it's my home ground, Chennai. I mean, it's also his home ground. So I also felt some kind of pressure because like most of the people know me here in Chennai, and when I come as a trainer, I think not many players did come with a trainer. So it was kind of some kind of pressure to me also. It's like I had to prove myself that that my buddy does very well. So it's a responsibility come pressure. Luckily, I took it as more of responsibility. So first 3 4 days, once he gotten into that thing, I was very serious. I didn't take any classes. Actually, November 6th was my father's birthday. I did not even go to my home to celebrate with him. And I also told my dad maybe afternoon he can come to my hotel or I can go to the house. But he was like, no, no, you have gone for a thing, for a purpose. So you better focus on it. This birthday celebration are just fine. It's nothing. Just come back home after tournament. You focus on your work. So this kind of luxury and freedom I have from my family. So yeah, it was a good thing that I stayed here, and luckily it worked out very well here itself.
I think Sham, this what you said about your father's birthday, sacrificing that, and spending your time for your student for that purpose is something that you've been doing for now a long time, right? Like this is a very concrete example, but you've been going to tournaments, unable to spend time with your family. Your daughter is growing up. I
Right.
think she's 3 now.
She will be 4 in Jan.
4.
Yeah.
And I think you've maybe gone to several events
Right.
as a coach, as a player sometimes,
Yeah.
and unable to spend. So it's something that you have prioritized your chess, your training over many other things in your life.
Right. Yes. Because I also feel it's kind of my responsibility also, and because when someone comes to me for training, which means the parents and also player, they believe in me. So from my perspective, I always wanted to give 200 300% to make sure. I always keep thinking about the player, like what to do, not just for one tournament, two tournaments. I keep thinking like for after 6 months, what's the best thing to do, because sometimes immediate result will not happen. It may happen, it may not happen, but I'm focused more on the process, how the player will be after 4 5 6 months. So in that way, I constantly keep thinking about such things about my students, and yeah, luckily probably that plays a big role. Like even today, I didn't speak to my daughter much because I feel I might miss her more. And today, after tournament got over, I did speak to her. She was like, Papa, can you please come on a video call? She was like that. And once I did video, she was like, Daddy, can you come right now? It was like 9:30 here. She was like, can you come right now? I was like, no, Betty, I'll come tomorrow. She was like, oh no, okay, come home tomorrow, no problem, I'll take care of myself. She was telling all these things. Daddy, you focus on your work. I'll take care of myself. Don't feel sad. She was telling this in a very in a nice way. Yeah, I mean, but after hearing that, I was like blank for 5-10 minutes. I was like, completely quiet, calm. Till that time, I was talking with my boys, having fun with all these guys. But after when she said such thing, I was like kind of complete silent for 5-10 minutes because it's more of family kind of thing. But I was like, okay, like that's why I don't interact much with my, especially my daughter when I'm in this kind of tournament situation, because I feel that fire within me, I feel it kind of will slowly go away, especially when I'm training in such super strong event. So I try my best to slightly stay away. But whenever I'm down, I'll of course talk to my family to keep motivated. So I think this kind of sacrifice is necessary, I think, and not just me. I think most of the trainers do. But in my case, I always make sure that I want to give my 200, 300% to the belief what parents have in me, or even these players have in me.
And I think you managed to build something truly special. Yeah, you have like maybe a very unique group of players, perhaps which no one else has in India. A group of 2400 plus players, 2400 plus rated players, who are all working together, enjoying, having fun. I can see this feeling of camaraderie. Maybe a few names which I can say are Ilam Parthi, Jubin Jimmy, Hari Krishnan, A.L. Mutaya.
Right.
Maybe
The list is
Pranav,
actually big. Yeah.
Bharat Subramaniam.
Yeah. I mean, there Ratan. Yeah, list goes big. I don't want to name so that I might miss few names also. Yeah, the number of IMs. Okay, right now 2-3 GMs I'm working with, Indian GMs, but IMs are quite more. And as you said, yeah, 2400s are quite more. Maybe 10 to 15. So I always keep doing camps, and whenever they are in a tournament, I'll also be in touch with them, just talking with them, like how the tournament goes. Because I think if the player is in regular touch with me during the tournaments, I also make sure they are in the right frame, right mindset. They don't get distracted or whatever it is. So, and also thing is, I also make sure that they play games among each other, because sometimes they will feel like they are the rivalries, all these things. But okay, luckily in my set of players, they don't feel that way. So it's a healthy bonding, and they don't mind helping others during tournaments, nor they don't mind sharing some opening ideas, whatever it is. So luckily I managed to have this kind of healthy bonding. And we also go and play some cricket every now and then. Actually mostly we play cricket only. Like 10 to 5 we do camp, and after 5 we go for cricket, 3 to 4 hours of cricket with them. So in that way I think most of the boys, most of the players, they dwell much better and they're more close, because cricket is a team game. Yeah, so they have to keep talking to each other about the strategies. That way they become close to chess, and they keep playing training games. So I'm just trying my best. What was missing in my era, I mean, it's not like some 20-30 years before, but in few years before, what was missing, I make sure that I try to build some kind of strong team, and I just make them play games just by mentoring and training them.
And I know for a fact that a lot of what you do is not driven by financial gains. This is something that I have experienced working with you for students who we have supported through Help Chess, and you've coached them. But also, I believe many of the students who come to you cannot even afford the fees that a GM would charge, and you've always accommodated them. So, can you tell your thinking behind this?
Yeah, basically my father, okay, of course my family, but it's more of my father who is actually influencing me in this kind of decisions. He always tells me that, look Shyam, chess has given you so many things. Let it be not just IM title, GM title, or some official event, some titles. It has given me some kind of life to me. So it's time to pay back. So again, it doesn't mean I should do it free of cost, because I also have a family to feed, and I should also do something for myself. But he always keeps telling me, do more service, because Like for example, Mr. Ratan Tata is the best example. He keeps quoting very often. There are so many millionaires and billionaires, but Mr. Ratan Tata is always unique and different. So he keeps telling me that way, and he keeps telling his examples, and my father keeps motivating me whenever I feel like I'm slightly going, because I know some of the IMs or even GMs, the fees they charge for certain people. I don't know. I don't want to say it's like too much or something, because they're also giving their time. They did spend lots of money to reach that level. So it's not about right or wrong these days. But from my point of view, I'm just trying my best to to charge something affordable, and I also want to spend as much time as possible. So this way, yeah, definitely my father only keeps telling, do some service, don't go behind money. And I also believe that I may not impress most of the humans, but I keep telling myself that God is ultimate. Just impress God and just believe in God, and God will take care of rest. So this is something I firmly believe in. Like to be honest, these days I don't even care if many doesn't recognize me or whatever it is, because I always know that God is watching whatever I am doing, not just me, most of my team, whatever they are doing, my family, whatever it is. So I always believe in God, and He will take care of rest. I don't need to focus on money, whatever it is. It will come when it wants to come, when it needs to come. So I'm glad with that.
And as a trainer, what is your vision?
Yeah, I wanted to create more GMs, and I wanted to create more 2700 GMs. And of course, world champion is a big dream. It's a long dream. It's a long way to go. But right now, I'm focusing on GMs. In the starting of this year, I was hoping at least 4 to 5 might become IM to GM. Unfortunately, it didn't happen as yet. But they are on the verge actually. The thing is, they are on the verge for more than 6 months. So I'm just hoping at least in the next 6 months, it's about the time. Suddenly I might get like 5-6 GMs from my academy. So I'm just hoping more GMs and more 2700 GMs players.
Beautiful. And you talked about your academy, wearing the shirt. It's called Chess Thulir. And so, Shyam, I really think that what you're doing is special, and you have managed to actually start showing a lot of results, not just at a national level, but now at international level. And I think this is just going to show that your training methods and all are very effective. So congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Of course, as I always say, I believe in God, and God is doing what God is doing the rest. It's just my normal efforts. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.